to an extent, though, at different levels, in absentia Jed, we're all gamers here.
Yeah, I am a huge gamer, man.
Yeah, we're all gamers here.
Yeah.
And we, at different levels of hardcore, different levels of enjoyment. As I said in the opening of the stream here, if you're enjoying the game, that's fine. Play the game, enjoy it. I made a video a couple days ago, talking about basically how I feel as though the gaming industry is coddling. Not even real gamers, but fake gamers. These are not real people. And it's you could again. I went out of my way, and like I said, I referenced Grump in my video because Grump's hands can't handle drastic movement. He's admitted that. I'm not. We're not shaming Grump here. He is openly admitted he can't play hard at difficult levels because he just can't manage the reaction time because his hands are fucked up, right, Grump?
Yeah, I'm lucky if my fingers bend.
Yeah, so Grump has to play it on a softer level, and that's fine. And I still
go back and play a lot of them on hard. It's just I'm not going to stream it because I have to do the same thing 50 times because I'm like, could you just bend?
Yeah, and Dragon Lady, she just wants to play for the story most of the time, right?
Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with it. Like,
yeah. So however you want to play it, that's fine. What gets me is what's going on here. Dre, you're playing Survivor right now. How's it working out for you with just playing it?
It's hard as balls. It's hard, but that's what I play it for. I play it because like if you're into Dark Souls, if you're into like games like that, you're gonna get a kick out of it. Are you gonna die 170,000 times? You better believe you are. But that's part of the fun. Whole part of the fun is to lose a lot so you can learn, expand your brain, and strategize and try different things.
When you play a game, games are designed certain ways.
Yeah,
they all watched me. Well, not all of us here. Some of us watched me play Hogwarts Legacy. When all those goddamn spiders were there, I pissed and moaned. You get many members of the chat were there. I cut out the clip of when the big arachnolantula, whatever hell it's called, dropped down for the first time. I whimpered. I was like, no, because I'm an arachnophobe. But you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to say, remove all the spiders from the game because it makes me get on. I'm not going to do that because it's part of the game. And they did that with Hogwarts Legacy. And now, what was it? What's the name of the company that made Survivor along with EA? I keep forgetting.
EA.
No,
it's Respawn.
EA.
Respawn. Thank you, Respawn.
Yeah.
They've added the no spiders toggle.
Oh, and they added an easy mode too.
No, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to slow mo. We're getting to that. Yeah. So they put that in there, and I'm sorry. This has nothing to do with playing it however you want. I don't see it as I see this as you're dumbing down gaming by doing this, because you've just admitted that we're gonna cater to every little whim of whiny little bitches. And change a game that we spent a lot of time on, and perhaps, as some are saying, should have spent some more time on with all the problems with the performance that are going on PC. I don't know what it is on the console. I know there's a lot of problems on PC for Survivor players right now.
Yeah, I've heard some of them. So.
Yeah, so I mean, no, and I mean, I saw Mustang was saying earlier, yeah, you shouldn't tell people how to play a game. I'm not telling people how to play. I'm talking about this is a problem as I see it.
Yeah.
You should not be catering to something like this. You've just admitted that something you spend a lot of time in your game is essentially worthless if you've allowed people to simply remove it. Grump, 95% of your channel at this point is gaming.
Yeah,
maybe
damn near 100%.
Damn near 99.9%. How do you feel about this spider thing? We'll get to the slow mode stuff in a second. How do you feel about them taking this out and because people were whining? It started with Hogwarts and it made its way to here. Because I heard that in Fallen Order, people were crying because when you're in Kashyyyk, there was a giant spider hunting you all the time.
I didn't think of them as spiders.
I don't like spiders either. Which is the whole reason I enjoyed Hogwarts, because I got to blow them big all over the place.
Same here.
And it was great because I actually hunted them. But the problem is opening the book there. You've opened the book to we're going to take out the spiders. What's next? I don't like dogs. We're going to take all dogs out. I don't like cats. So we're going to have a set for a cat.
I don't like white people.
Yeah. And that's where it's going to end up. There's going to be, you're going to go down a checklist of what you're going to allow in your game. And the game will never run right at that point.
Thank you. You just
because what you got to program in there to do stuff like completely remove something out of an active game is going to cause problems everywhere else in that game.
And who's to say, Dre, that all these removals, this removable spider toggle thing, the slow mode they've put in, who's to say, and I'm no programmer, I don't know, who's to say that this isn't part of what's influencing the performance problems that's going on in these games?
It's 100% affecting the performance. I worked in the gaming industry for a decade, and and this is part of the problem, and this is the patch issue. It was announced, I think it was like maybe Friday morning, that there's going to be a major patch for about 30 or 40 gigs in size. That's going to be going to.
And isn't it already huge?
It's huge. It's a huge game. Huge game. It's huge. And so like that patch that went through, because it was supposed to be helping performance. But the reality is that all these new features, and I use that term loosely, is what's actually causing problems. Because like what Grump said earlier, when it comes to the devs, you fix one thing, something else could break. Especially when you're adding something that is removing features from the game, which also helps connect with the story. Because the story, like as most gamers know, or people that are working in the industry know, there are platforms in which each NPC has to touch in order to make something else fire.
Yeah, basically hitboxes and stuff.
Exactly. The removing of one NPC, will now have to, some object or something has to replace that spot, because if you walk onto it, now a cutscene won't work, or whatever. One swing and now you're spaghetti legged in the sky. All types of crazy nonsense.
That's the reason why Skyrim is kind of jinky, because you have all that stuff. Yeah, but I love Skyrim. I love Fallout. I love Skyrim. There are certain things. I even love the new Resident 4 Evil remake. But the hitboxes on the Resident 4 remake, oh my god!
So Jed, I worked on Skyrim for many years.
Oh, you did? That's awesome, man. That's one of my favorite games.
Fallout, all that mess. I've worked on that for years and years and years and years and years. I hate all those games.
Yeah. Oh, I know the hell you probably had to go through, man, from people. So
and what you're saying is absolutely correct. Yeah. With like whenever there was an expansion, whenever they were adding a new new race or whatever the case may be, certain things will break. And that's the problem with Jedi Survivor right now. The problem is like once again, I'm enjoying myself because I'm hardcore like that. Like in the beginning of the game, I ended up finding this Rancor. It killed me 40 times. It killed me 40 times.
But you had to beat its ass.
I had to beat it.
You found it. You have to beat it. I'm not coming back later. I found you. I'm kicking your ass.
I have to. Yeah. Like my wife was sitting next to me. She was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm gonna kill this bastard. I don't care. He's
there is a way. Die. There is a way. I can figure it out. There's a way that I can cheese this bitch and I can get it done."
Exactly. And the Rancor can one shot you and I'm like, bruh. So I'm like, no, you think about it, you strategize, you work around it, you use your brain. Now that these devs are now, as properly said, coddling the masses.
Yes, they
coddling the idea of, challenge. No, we don't want a challenge. We just want to win. We want to win without earning, which is part of this entitled generation in general.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's all about, I want it right now, and I don't want to do anything to earn it.
Slow mode. That's the other thing that was the other story that dropped. And that's when I realized I have something to talk about combined with the spiders thing. They added the slow mode. Now, I made it a point to point out if you're handicapped.
Yeah.
And you want to just enjoy the game and play for the story. And of course, the challenge is not a thing for you. You just want to play the game. I can understand slow.
Yeah, I completely understand that.
I get that.
Because we want everybody to enjoy the game, too.
Exactly. And I made a point to say that in my video.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why go slow mode instead of just the easy mode route.
But that's my point. Yeah. So to what Dre said, he found the Rancor way before he should have, it sounds like. way before he should have. And he had the same mentality that I have. I found you. I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna find a way to do this. And maybe if I reach my end limit, I'll come back in 2 or 3 levels when I'm a little stronger. Maybe.
Yeah.
But you're gonna keep trying because you keep thinking, if I just do this, that. No, we do. But then you add in the slow mode, which is now universal for everything in that game. It affects everything, not just combat. I guarantee there are people who are not handicapped who are going to put it on story mode,
using it,
slow mode, and just destroy that kind of fight. I mean, Dre, how do you feel
there's going to be people that's going to put it on story mode and slow mode and still take an ass whooping.
Okay.
Here's what I want to watch.
Okay, but before I answer that, because first of all, I'm already pissed the fact that exists, and I went and got my cheeks handed to me. Well, actually, I'm getting beat by 2 Wampas as we speak right now. All right, I just freaking paused the game and said, "Screw it, I'll get to that later." The fact of the matter is that now that there's a feature in which you can just do it, that's insane. Because then what's the point of playing? I don't understand.
Yeah.
For those of us that are old enough, we remember when there was any of this crap. It was
kick your ass mode. That's all there was.
I got a perfect one. Battle Toads. When you do when you go through that one level on the speeder bike, how many times did each and every one of you, including me, go and get our hand?
Never got by that.
One of Grump's favorites. The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NES.
I actually beat the original Turtles. Battletoads could go eat all the dick.
Thanks for watching, everybody. If you'd like to reach out to me, please email me at theranernerd@gmail.com for all channel business purposes. I am on Twitter now, mostly for promotion and sharing of videos, maybe a little shit stirring here and there, who knows, at @theranernerd. You can also find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can see me on Rumble and Odyssey under the Renaissance Nerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.